Hello, it's Just Coming here. Welcome to day 13 of Countdown to Christmas. And in the last episode, I talked about. The last episode was a little bit of a weird one, just because I did go on for quite a while on that one. And yeah, basically in the last video, I talked about what do you do on a Christmas morning. Basically, it was a bit of a random one, that one. I do apologise about that one. It was kind of a bit of a random one. But yeah, basically in that video, I kind of just talked about what do you do on a day, what do you do on a morning. So this one is going to be a bit similar. And today we're going to be talking about what do you do in an evening on Christmas Day. So what do you do in an evening? So there is going to be a few things I'm going to be going through, but probably there won't be most of them. And by the way, before we get started, I want to let you know, by the way, that we're not doing the numbers on the thumbnails. Basically, we are doing custom thumbnails though, but I can't do the thumbnail editor on my phone. So like I said, when you do end up seeing it uploaded, it won't have the day 13 logo, what I usually put on the bottom of every thumbnail. Yeah, basically that won't be there. And the reason why for that is because my internet's actually gone off now, and I can't go on Paint. So I might just leave it as it is. I might not bother putting the number there, just because I might not really bother with it. Because some of the thumbnails from the previous days, I've kind of not had numbers on the bottom of them. So I think these two will probably won't have numbers on them. But when we get to the next one, it will say 14 on the logo. So yeah, I just want to let you know about that. Anyway, that is now out of the way. So now let's go and talk about. Yeah, so basically what do you do on an evening on Christmas Day? So what do you do basically? Well, there's a few things that you could do. So we'll start off with the first one, which is Christmas dinner. Basically, you have your Christmas dinner at about 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Well, I think some people usually have it in the afternoon, kind of like me, and some people usually have it in like a little bit of the evening, like about 6 or 5 o'clock, and that's kind of still an evening. So basically, yeah, the first one is Christmas dinner, and like I said, you have your Christmas dinner, you have basically whatever you're having, and yeah, you just have whatever you're having and stuff, and then after that you're finished, and then after that, basically what do you do after that? Do you either chill downstairs or do you go to your room? Well, basically you can do either of them things. You can either maybe stay downstairs, you can let your tea settle, and you can play about maybe, or maybe you can watch TV or something like that, or maybe you can go into your bedroom, you can let your tea settle again. And basically, when it's settled, you can start messing about on maybe your computers or your new presents that you've got and something like that. So yeah, that's the two things you can do. And please make sure that you get your tea settled before you do anything, because yeah, I've kind of done that before. I've always let my tea settle before I start like wandering about and start messing about and stuff like that. That's kind of the thing I've been doing every year, especially when my channel didn't exist in 2013 or 12. I actually still used to do it. So yeah, I pretty much used to still do it, and I used to still really like it in that way, and I still really like it. Like at the moment, that'll be happening every year now, because I know that I'm a YouTuber, but that will still be happening. So. Yeah, basically that will still be happening every year, because the things I'm going to be doing at the moment will still be exactly the same. So yeah, it would just be like the same thing what I'm doing at the moment, but it'll just be a little bit more different. Anyway, so that's that done. So what's the next thing that you do after that? What's the next thing you do after that? Well, the next thing you can do, this is like pretty much the same one, is you can either stay in your room or you can stay downstairs. That's kind of the few other things you can do. So you can stay downstairs and play, or you can go upstairs and play, or you can go downstairs and play, and just the other way around. So yeah, so you can just stay in your bedroom now, for example. So basically you can just spend the time, you can maybe go downstairs and bring your presents upstairs. That's kind of the thing that that's kind of a few things I've been doing, basically, because my presents have always been downstairs. I kind of always bring them up, so that's kind of the thing that I always do. So you can do that, and then like I said, when you bring some of them up, not all of them, and then like I said, yeah, don't bring all of them up. And then basically when you've brung some of them up, you can start playing about with them. You can get them out of the boxes and stuff like that, and then you can start playing about of what you've got. And the good thing is, by the way, is if you've got a nice bedroom, like me, yeah, you can basically have really good hard floors, because on my bedroom I've got myself a carpet. I've got a red carpet on my floor. So basically I've got like a whole load of room. Well, I've got a little bit of room, but yeah, but like if your bedroom's bigger than mine, I'm not sure if it does. Yeah, you can have like so much carpet space if it's really really big. If like your bed's in the corner, and then you've got like all this room, like you've got all this floor here, and then like I said, when you've got all that, you'll be able to have lots of room to be able to start messing about if you've like maybe got any figure cars or whatever and stuff like that. And then like I said, when you've got the cars that you want to do, yeah, you can just start messing about for the whole evening basically. And yeah, if you are a very very small child, yes, you do have to go to bed early. But for me, no, not for me. No, I didn't go to bed early on Christmas Day. No, I didn't. Yeah, so basically, if you are the same age as me, or you're younger or you're older, you can just stay up as much as you want, really. Well, that's if your parents let you. That's kind of other thing, because my parents let me, and your parents let me and stuff. So if your parents do actually end up letting you, yeah, basically you can stay up for the rest of the night. You can do an all-nighter, what I've done. There's actually not many people out there that do all-nighters anymore. Like, there's only me that does one. So, but yeah, I think pretty much most of the kids don't do one. I think they like to stay up until like 3 o'clock or something. And then, like I said, they do end up going to bed and stuff like that. But yeah, for me, yeah, I just stay up basically. I just stay up as much as I can doing videos and all that kind of thing. Because basically, like basically when I was like really really young and stuff, I couldn't be able to stay up. I actually don't think I even understand it back then. So basically, when I was 14, I think 14 or 13, I didn't used to stay up at night. I used to go to bed quite early, which I didn't even like. Yeah, I used to go to bed I think about 9 o'clock at night or something. And yeah, I didn't really like it basically, and I kept doing it. I think I did it when I was like I think I like stayed up until like 2 o'clock when I was like 14, and then after that I got done for it. I got done for staying up, so yeah, I had to go back to my early times again for going to bed. I think it was like 11 o'clock, I believe it was. So I used to yeah, I used to go to bed very very early and stuff like that. I think that happened until I got to 16. And then when I got to 16, I started staying up even later. Apparently, I did ask my parents about it, and apparently they were happy with it. So, yeah, and then after that, I started staying up, basically. I started staying up very, very late until college started. Well, until the college year, like I said, last year. And then all of a sudden now, when we get to college days, it's back to early bedtimes again, which is kind of like the most important thing that I've got to do. Because if you guys didn't know, by the way, that basically a couple of months ago, last year, because we're now in 2009, because in 2018 last year, I used to stay up on a college night, and yeah, yeah, it was my fault for staying up that late, and I don't know why I did it, but yeah, I can't do it anymore. I got done for it, and I can't do it anymore. It doesn't really matter if I don't have college anyway, but yeah, basically when I've got college the next day, I've got to go to bed very early, and I know that I don't really like it, but I've got to put up with it because there's a lot of people out there that do stay up even later than me, but it's tough, isn't it, because I can't do it. And then there's people out there that go to bed even earlier than me, so it doesn't actually really matter, does it? For example, Scardart Foxy YT, I think he goes to bed about 9:30, and if I went to bed at 9:30, I would not really like it. So, yeah, my limit to go to bedtime is either 10:30, 11 o'clock, or midnight. I think that's pretty much my latest times. That's if I'm not watching TV. But if I'm not watching TV, yeah, I do usually go to bed. But yeah, I think after these videos I'm going to be going to bed because I've got to get up very early in the morning. I've got to get up at 5 o'clock, and I'm not even kidding on that because I've got a lot of videos in the morning to do, and I know that I'm going to be really tired, but I've got to put up with it. So yeah, because we're back at college, we're back for brand new weeks and stuff, new year as well. So I've got to put up with it, but in the holidays it doesn't really matter. I know that on some days I don't usually go out because I usually stay in all the time and stuff, but yeah, I've kind of been that lazy most of the week, to be fair, but yeah, that's what my plan's going to be anyway, and yeah, so from now on, never stay up on a college night, or school night as well. School night, don't never do it on that either. Yeah, so never stay up on a school night if you're on my age at the moment, or if you're like 16 or whatever, 15 or whatever and stuff like that. Because I used to stay up on a school night as well, and I basically I didn't even get done with it on a school night. I didn't even get done. I think I stayed until like 1 o'clock on a school night, and like I said, I didn't even get done because I used to get up I used to get up a bit later on a school day just because I used to travel on minibus, but now I'm now an independent traveller. So but at the moment now, I've got to go to bed very early and get up very early, which is not very happy about me. But I'm pretty much going to be putting up with that probably when we start this games design course, probably, because when we start that, it'll be 3 days. It'll be 3 days a week and not 2. So that's probably what's going to be happening. So, yeah, but like I said, I can't wait for that course anyway, because I think we do get 2 days off, I believe, with that. So, yeah, let's go and find out. But, yeah, apart from that, though, that's kind of everything, really. So, that is what you do on a Christmas Day evening, basically. So, you can spend as much time as you want on an evening, stay up for the rest of the night if you want to, and just do your own thing, basically. And that's what I've kind of been doing. And just let me know if you guys have done it. And I'd be really appreciated if you have. And yeah, it's just another one that I really want to talk about, just because it's like an evening of what you're going to do, by the way. So the next one is going to be about Christmas Eve. The next one, because that is actually only the one that I've not talked about now. I don't think I have actually. Wait, have I talked about it? I don't think I have actually. So I think yeah, that's going to be the next one. That's going to be 14, and then we've got 2 more after that one. And I don't know what day 15 is going to be about, and then day 16 is just going to ask the final episode, and that's going to be the end. So yeah, I'll kind of let you know when that one's going to be, because I did say this is ending at 16, and then 17 is going to be the review. So yeah, that's going to be everything that I'm going to say. So next one will probably be about Christmas Eve, and I'll kind of let you know what that one's going to be. I've kind of what to explain about and stuff like that, so hopefully that will be a very, very good one. But yeah, that is it now. Like I said, I'm going to try and get these, try and get this video quickly uploaded, and then after that I've got to go straight to sleep, and then I've got to get up very early in the morning for the videos and the day and the first day back and stuff like that. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult, but hopefully it should be okay. So the next episode will continue on Tuesday for day 14, and yeah, next episode we're going to be talking about what do you do on a Christmas Eve night. That's going to be the next one, so make sure you go and stick with that. 15, I have no idea. I'll have to go and let you know what that one is, and then 16 is the final episode anyway, but I'll kind of let you know what 15 is going to be. But anyway, and yeah, that's the end, so thank you for watching. There'll be a link in the description to the next one once that's online. As yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye!